Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In this one we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to do a save point in your map. This one seems quite cool to me. It's a really simple mechanic, you can do it in a few minutes, and all you need are these three devices. So we've got a mutator, a save point device, and a HUD device. This isn't really needed, but it's good to add a little feature. And then for the more advanced part, we're going to need a score manager and an item spawner. Let's get right into it. So first one, we need the mutator, and I'm just going to put the settings in now. So you can put the width and the height to anything. So I'm going to put it in my little area here that I've built. So I want it to save when you get to this point here. So for the settings I'm going to put width to 3 so it fits in. And then I'm just going to move the height up so it actually hits. And then just going to go through. You don't really need to change that many settings. I think the only important one is player entering zone on channel 1 and then disable on channel 1. So when someone enters it, it disables it. So that's all you need for the mutator. And then for the save point device, we're just going to need maybe change a few things on here. So auto save, no, we don't want it to auto save. We want it to auto load on every spawn, or just the initial. That's just up to choice. We want it to save basically everything apart from like checkpoint, and we want them to clear it. And you want it to save when receiving from channel 1. That's all you need from that. And then for this HUD device here, you need time around start to 0. Message, you can put anything in here that's probably like storyline related. Just put it to triggering play. If it's a single player map, it doesn't really matter. But then just change everything. Just a message, top, and then you want show and receiving from channel 1. And then that should be it for the save. So if we try that out, so I spawn in here and I walk across, I'm doing the map, and then I reach the mutator where it says subscribe, and it will save my data. So say if I end the game, but basically like leave the lobby, and then I go back into the game, you'll see that I spawned where I left off, or where the checkpoint is on the map. So I don't spawn where, I spawn right here, and so did Unreal, which is really cool. So that's how to do the simple checkpoint or save point in your map. But now we're going to be doing the more advanced version, which uses the score manager and the item spawner. It's still really simple. I'll break it down for you. So for the item spawner, you need items respawn off. Time before you spawn instant, visible during games off. This to be never. And then that's it for that. And then you can drop any item in here that's kind of map related. So I can just put a herb in. Say we have 6 things here. And then before you actually paste them, it doesn't really matter if you've already done it, but you want to change when item picked up to channel 2 for all of them. And then once you've done that, you can maybe put a HUD device down again. And then show and receiving from channel 2, you can keep all the same text, but you just change, say like, item picked up. And then yeah, of course, show and receiving from channel 2. So when you pick one of these up, it says item picked up. And then this is where you get into the score manager. So there's a few things you have to change on here. First thing, we've got score value 0, we can keep all that the same. Score change will activated 1. Minimum score doesn't really matter, but I just kind of like to put it on 0. And maximum score to 6, because we have 6 items, as you can see. And then transmit on score, this is important. So you need transmit on score to 6. So when you reach 6 items, it transmits on the channel. So as you got this, you want scroll right to the bottom, and then you just want to change this to channel 3, or you could do it on channel 1. I think channel 1 is probably better since we got it so it saves on channel 1. So you just kind of put these throughout the map. I'm just going to move the mutator for now. Okay, so if I start the game now, I've placed down all the items. So you see when I start the game, right here, and the 6 items drop. It could be any item, but for this I've just done kind of herbs. So you see it says item picked up. Probably could have done it a bit shorter. So you see when I pick up these 6 items, so you see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll pick up the last one, and then it should save where I am. So now if I end the game, I just spawn off next to this tree here, hopefully. Yep, so you see, it starts off the game exactly where I picked up the last item. There you go. And it also saves your loadout, so say if they want to come back in with the items, they have all of them. And I think that's it for the tutorial. I'll definitely be doing more in the future with more devices and more features, so I look forward to seeing you then.